Three men were trapped in a 3-meter-deep pit. Whoever escaped first would win $300,000. The pit walls had many grooves. Jack was the first to try climbing, but he failed 3 times in a row. At this moment, the host brought a set of props. They had to draw lots to decide. George drew a cup. David got a fork, while Jack luckily drew a small knife. They could only use the props for 3 minutes. After that, they had to redraw. The timer started. David gripped the fork, trying hard to dig grooves so his hands could find a foothold. Meanwhile, Jack used the knife to dig into the wall, and it seemed to be working, but George's cup was almost useless. He could only rub it back and forth. 3 minutes passed, yet none of them had made real progress. A new round began. Jack drew a saw. George drew a hammer, but David's bad luck continued. He drew a tiny pair of tweezers. The tweezers were practically useless. David just pinched them helplessly, wishing time would pass faster. By contrast, Jack's saw was very useful. Its teeth quickly cut into the soil, and soon he had carved out chunks of dirt. However, George's hammer also turned out to be more of a decoration than a tool. In the next round, the props were a rake, a shovel, and a bottle opener. Unfortunately, David again got the bottle opener. He was completely desperate. George, however, gripped the shovel and dug hard. Chunks of dirt kept falling down. Jack's rake could hook the grooves for leverage, making climbing seem easier. All 3 tried climbing, but each of them fell short of the final step. Suddenly, David wanted to cheat. While Jack was busy using the rake, David stepped onto the grooves Jack had dug and tried to climb up, but Jack noticed, pulled him down at once, and the two nearly fell together. Just as they struggled to steady themselves, George suddenly made a dash. He stepped on Jack's grooves, pushed upward with a big jump, and actually leapt out of the pit. The other two froze in shock, watching as George became champion and claimed the $300,000. However, his victory wasn't very honorable. So, if it were you, how long would it take to escape the pit?